Hi everybody, it's Carmen and welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new to sewing or like me, returning to sewing after a long time, welcome. Hit that subscribe button below, touch that notification bell, and you will be on the VIP list next time I upload a brand new video. Well, I'm here with my August makes. I had a lot going on in community work that I'm involved in, so I didn't get a chance to sew too much, but I did complete one item that was on my list of the 2020 goals that I came up with, and a couple other pieces that I thought would work well on a vacation that we were supposed to take in August, and that didn't happen. But so let me get started with the first garment pieces. My first piece is a vintage pattern from one of the vintage hauls I picked up. This is Simplicity 5375. Simplicity 5375. I worked on the short set. I thought that would be just a great thing to add to vacation. My husband calls this my safari suit. I used a cotton sateen, I think it is, a sateen. It has the tiniest little bit of stretch for comfort. The top is a wrap top, very simple to construct, although I think I might have gone a little bit too big. I feel like it's too baggy, and the front cross opens up a lot. So that's why I'm wearing the tank top underneath it. It was just fairly easy to construct, and I think I have a problem with the way my shoulders slope when it comes to garments that have this kind of shoulder little arm cap thing. Remember the linen striped shirt dress that I made had the same kind of funky slope look. So I don't know if I care about that for me. That was the top. The bottoms are sort of long shorts. I felt they come up to the waist, might come up a little bit more than the waist for me. The front seam's baggy, so I don't know if this whole crotch seam thing maybe was too long for me, and I needed to perhaps shorten that a little bit. I love that it has side pockets. It's got elastic waist. It looks really great with the wide belt that I purchased on Amazon. I got a set of two, these wide belts for these shorts and for the jumpsuit that I made also. Next, I worked on Butterick 5352, Butterick 5352. This was one of the patterns I picked up on Facebook Marketplace. I thought it would make a great dress for vacation. This dress is a perfect example of why I don't sew for people and probably never will. There's so much wrong with this, it ain't even funny. First of all, next time I'm going to go directly to Pattern Review and look at the reviews on patterns, because this was supposed to be an easy dress and it wasn't. It was, this whole gather thing in the front here is so difficult to, first of all, understand on the, for me it was, understand on the instructions and then try to make it happen. So I had to kind of finally finagle my own way of doing it just so that it looked good. But yeah, I would never make this dress for someone else to wear because they would look at this and say, huh? Another issue was I had to bring up the V in the front. It was too low, so I had to slip stitch that up. I used color washable markers to mark my points, and they're not washable. So that is another issue. You can see some of my marking points like there. I don't know if you can see that, but I have a little red mark right there. So you can see that, you know, for a practice run, I guess it's okay. The dress is really pretty. It has darts in the back for shaping. It has this gathering in the front. It calls for knits. So I used a knit that I picked up from Facebook Marketplace. Again, I might try it again, but people who have made it on Pattern Review even said, there was one person that said that she wouldn't go through the trouble of making it again because this area here was a lot more trouble than it should be. The next pattern that I worked on is Simplicity 8178. Simplicity 8178. I made the jacket and the jumpsuit View B with the more narrow legs. I made this pattern a couple years back. I made the dress and the jacket, and I'll show you that also. So let me start with the jacket. I made the jacket to go with the outfit that I put together last month. It's a very simple construction on this jacket. I love the way it looked with the outfit for last month, so now I can, you know, wear that outfit to church or to an office setting where there might be some air conditioning. I can wear the outfit. So that was the jacket. And the jumpsuit, I'm calling it a little bit of a fail. I think it might be the more narrow leg. Maybe I need the wider leg to balance out the silhouette for me. It's sort of like a straitjacket, getting in and out of a straitjacket. On this one, it's like a two-person process. I've worn it a couple times, and luckily I don't have to, you know, make any restroom stops. And you know, the first time I was like asking my husband, "Can you help me get out of this thing?" It was hilarious. There is an armband that goes armband and neckband, but the armband snugged up this whole arm area, and in Pattern Reviews, some of the reviews said the same thing. The fabric was from Facebook Marketplace. It has absolutely no stretch. It does not breathe. It is so it's a little uncomfortable in this lovely Florida heat that we are having. I love that the jacket worked back with it, so I could, you know, wear it back with the jacket if I wear one of the wide belts to go with it. I also made a scarf for one of my pups. You know, I thought it would be fun to have pictures taken with one of my dogs wearing the matching scarf, you know, sort of like a mommy and me. But nobody was being cooperative. This is the dress that I made 3 years ago when I came back to sewing. I made this was, I believe, a size 14 that I made. And once I got it constructed, I didn't even like the way it looked on me back then. It might be just one of those patterns that just doesn't work for me. The jacket also now is too big, so I made the mustard colored jacket to go with this particular print. Fabric I got from Joann's. The last piece that I was working on is Simplicity 8875, and I was working on View D. I love the sleeves on that. I love the length of it. 8875. This fabric is beautiful. It has a beautiful movement to it. And the whole dress in this fabric gave me such a vintage feel. I got the fabric from Joann Fabrics. I went to, I believe it was Pattern Review. Somewhere I looked up a review on this pattern, and I saw that there were a couple of sewists that had the same problem I had, which is this waist piece here is way too long. So once I put this together, oh, it's so bad. Once I put it together, I can pinch up almost an inch or more all the way around, and it brings the waist up to where it's supposed to be. To save this dress, I have to take it all apart, and I just don't know. The fabric is so beautiful. My husband loved the fabric and said, oh, please try to save it. So I would have to take this all apart, darts and everything, shorten it somewhere in here to bring the hip area where it's supposed to be. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure how I could fix it, but this one is going into the UFO pile. It's not a big pile, but it's going in there. September is National Sewing Month, so I hope your sewing goals are moving right along. Mine are. I'm close to reaching my goals. Hey, I hope you were inspired by what you saw. Thank you for letting me share, and I'll talk to you soon.